Hello again, here I am with part 2. So I wanted to give plenty of time to show what was in my Jetmax cubes because I love it when people open every drawer and show me how organized they are. Just real quick, a couple of things on the floor. I actually have this lamp here that I can pull out and put on my windowsill so that if I'm working at night on some stuff and I need to see the colors of my paper, that shines right on that because there's not a ton of light in here. So that's what that's for. And then down here, besides my magazine basket and stuff, I have this little stack here, which is kind of hidden. This little box is just some extra pictures from what I've worked on recently that I need to put away. My awesome Xyron. And then, remember I wanted to show you how I store my actual Cricut cartridges, and I'm stuck on the string. There we go. I bought one of these containers from Joann Fabrics, and this is going to work perfectly when I go scrapbook with friends, like tomorrow. So the top section, I just have my cartridges thrown in there. Some people have them all like nice and neat in little slots. I just put them in there because eventually when I get a ton, they'll all kind of line up anyway. And then in the bottom section, sorry if that clicking noise is really loud, I apologize. The bottom section is where I keep my overlays. And then the cool thing is when I travel, there's enough space in here that I can put my books actually in here, and it'll just be one traveling cartridge collection. So that's where I put those. So, okay. And then down here's a couple of photo boxes with like extra leftover photos from stuff I've already scrubbed. And those are pretty full, trust me. So, sorry, I'm a neat freak. I gotta put this away. So, here's my Jetmax cubes. Ta-da! So, back in January, I was basically obsessed with getting the furniture I had in this corner out of here and collecting my Jetmax cubes. I drew sketches. Oh my gosh, you would laugh, the sketches I drew and how detailed and planned. I am kind of an organizing geek, so this was a blast to me. So, up on top, the black box is actually kind of random stuff that doesn't fit anywhere else that I don't really need access to. The two black and white boxes are from Tuesday morning. They actually have like a rose on top, but what's cool is just from the side they're black and white. And they include either some past memorabilia from pages I've already done and it's left over, or some stuff like, I know there's a bunch of stuff from my childhood that my mom didn't get to scrap, and it's past the line that her and I drew of where I'm going to pick up my childhood scrapping, so that's kind of all stored in there from now. Wedding pictures. You're going to see tons of wedding pictures just because we just got married about a year and a half ago. So you pay all that money, you got to display them, right? Anyway, so then here in this section, I have all my idea books. I told you I was an organizing geek. This whole section is like about organizing your scrap space, and this book too, and they're all awesome. I have a couple of idea binders that when I find things I like in the magazine, I'll make a photocopy of it and I'll scribble over it and write what I like about it or highlight it. And this one is layout, sketches, and themes. And then this one is details, photography, miscellaneous. So like this one, if I like the whole layout or the sketch of it or like the whole concept of the page, those are in here. If I just liked maybe how they did a border or a title or something on the page, those are in here. Obviously there are some in here that have some of that and vice versa, but it's all good. Then all my idea books here, all my paper is sorted by color. Here's how I did this. It's all sorted by color, and there's pattern and solid in here sorted by color. Now, if it's a pattern with just one color and a neutral, so like say it's a red and white pattern paper, it's in here. If it's a multicolored pattern paper, it's in this one down here. That's how I do it. And there's really not a ton down here. And then this one is kind of miscellaneous. Some cardstock pads. There's some vellum in here. There's this huge pad of this printed stationery that I have. So that's just kind of random. Okay, moving down. Let's move down this side first. Templates. So any kind of stencils I have, I ordered these from Oriental Trading Company. They're super cool. Even if it's like the brass templates, letter templates, whatever, these old cardboard ones, all of those are in this drawer. Alpha and stickers. Okay, so I just recently put my chipboard letters that I barely ever use in this box because it was easier to manage, and I didn't like the spice rack thing. This paper, it's 2005 and 2006 paper. I honestly just bought it so that I could cut the years out of it because those are the years I'm kind of scrapbooking right now. So like here are some in a baggie that I've already cut apart for projects. And then here's a bunch of other, all my alphabet stickers are in here. There's some giant alphabet chipboard letters in there. Anything alphabet other than stamps, of course, is in here. And then chipboard, otherwise, this is all durable chipboard to me. Now, obviously, you can see that some of these have designs or patterns or words. I got one of those big blocks of chipboard, and I went through them and said, I will use this as is, this one I won't. So in this drawer is any kind of chipboard shapes that I can alter. Ooh, I am so sorry. I do not know how to fix that. Alright, my punches are in these two drawers. On top I have my border and corner punches. This is my favorite corner rounder. It died once. I had to get a new one ASAP. It's almost as important as adhesive to me. Love the Martha Stewart punch around the page. Wish I had more. So anyway, this is all borders and corners. And then here are the rest of my punches. I don't have a ton. I made room right here because I'm getting a new Stampin' Up! Circle punch when my shipment comes, and it's one of the bigger ones, so I was making room for that today. And then below that, I have my stitching and ribbon, basically. So my little So Easy that I barely ever use. I think you saw in my tools that I have not the So Easy. I have the So Easy. This is the So Crafty. But the So Easy I like. It's that little running thing. Well, here's the mat, and here's where all my fibers and ribbons are in this one box. So other than those few spools of ribbon you saw in the other side room, here they are. Oh man, I am so sorry. Inks and chalks. Here we go. A few acrylic paints I have. There's some chalks back there. A couple of stamping spots. This is my ink, so I'm getting more of that too in my shipment. Alphabet stamps. This is probably the most of my stamps. I prefer using it for alphabet. See, I've always been a scrapbooker and not really much of a card maker. So anything I've bought with scrapbooking in mind and not card making or general crafts. And then here's all the rest of my stamps, just kind of thrown in here. I did the CD cases for a while, and actually having them out of the CD cases fits better in the drawer. So that's what I went to. Alright, going down this way, my stamp blocks and stamp cleaner, and I better hurry this up a little bit. Here's my heat embossing tools and the few embossing powders that I have. Let me see here. Brads and eyelets and bling. I love these containers from Joann's because they lock. So I just have two of those because I don't have a ton. And a little bit of bling here. So this is all kind of shiny, pretty type stuff. And my one stickle. I know most people that make these videos are stickle crazy. I'm not really sure if I like them. I'm sorry. And then miscellaneous embellishments just in this drawer here. And going down, here's where I keep my camera and the cords, which of course are on the table for doing the video upload. And then here's where my Gypsy and Cricut cords are. And then this one I keep all catalogs, whether it's Stampin' Up! Or Paper Wishes or Office Depot or whatever. Ugh, that's heavy. In the middle here is where I keep all my paper stacks. And then the very bottom slots are a couple of mini book projects that I have going. And then over here, in the drawers, this is all my adhesive refills. These I never want to run out of, so I have a ton of them. And some random adhesives that I don't use very often. These are all random cutting tools I don't use as often, like my X-Acto knives and my trimmer scissors. Down the bottom here, these are all instruction manuals. These are some calendars that were too big to fit in a drawer. And then here, these are old calendars, so when I need to look back for a date, they're all in there. And these are all my old diaries and journals. Shh, don't tell anybody. So when I want to look back for a story of something that happened, they're in there. and those drawers are a little wonky. I don't know why. And then in these baskets, I'm going to save the best for last. This one is stuff I want to get rid of, and I'm actually scrapbooking with friends tomorrow, and we're going to have a stuff swap. So we're all going to bring the stuff we want to get rid of and exchange it with each other. And this one is the best. This is my snack basket. I love Sour Patch Kids when I'm scrapping, and there's some Easter stuff in here. So this is where I keep all my scrappy snacks. So hopefully this one wasn't too long. My camera says I'm almost out of time, but here you go. That's my scrap space. Happy scrapping, everyone.